Alrighty, it's 12:40. Let's get started. So let me go ahead and copy the link and send it to everyone. Um, you- let me know if that it works and you can open it. On this Google Slides, I wanted to share the size of a template. So I use a 9 by 14, and that's the size that fits perfectly on your phone. So if a parent or if a student opens it up, it actually looks like an app on their phone, and they're able to click and they navigate through the different pages and then navigate back to the home page. And another thing that also helps is that when you share the link with your students, once you create your Google app, instead of edit, I change it and I type preview question mark RM equals minimal, and that deletes the bars that you see, so it actually takes up their whole screen and it looks like an app. Um, Here are some samples. Teachers have used these a lot for like newsletters and a kind of like a website, like a go-to for parents. They'll share it with parents or students. They're able to click to see the newsletter. They'll go to the newsletter and then come back to the homepage. The homework, the daily schedule. This teacher created one for Class Dojo, the calendar, websites. Um, so it allows them to navigate through different pages and then come back to it. And yes, this session is being recorded. So all the sessions are being recorded. Um, and I also will give some time at the end, or if you have any questions, I'm also checking the chat box if you have any questions. Um, so here's another template. And again, you can just click on it. For example, let's click on the first one. When you click on it, it opens up. My little bar here is not allowing me to click on it. Let's try it again. Okay, so click on it and then I'll open it up, and it's in preview mode because I wanted you to preview it first before actually having to make a copy, because if you don't want it, you don't have to make a copy. So here's her home page. Click on the newsletter, it takes you to the newsletter. Then she has go back to the main. Okay, now they want to learn about the teacher. They click on that, they read about the teacher, and then it clicks them back to the main. So it's kind of like going through an app. So instead of like Google Slides, you go through every page one by one. This one kind of allows them to go to only the parts that they want to see whenever they need them. So let's say one day they need to contact you. Well, they don't need to go through your whole Google Slides. They just come to your page, click on contact me, and then they'll see your information. So once you click here on the preview, in case if you don't know yet, down here is that little wheel. It allows you to open editor. So go ahead and you can click editor, and then same way that you make copies of other things, you just go to file, make a copy, and then you can add this to your folder and edit and change any wording. It's already linked, so all the things are already linked to certain pages. So be very careful, because if you delete, let's say I delete page 2, whatever was linked to page 2 is not going to be linked anymore. And then whatever was linked to page 3 becomes page 2. So it kind of makes a little bit of a mess. So just be careful in deleting things. And then there's a lot of options. So let's go back to my Google Slides. This is another one, a spooky one that another teacher created. And I didn't create these. I got these ideas from other teachers, and then I've created my own based on that. Here's another one, a pink theme one. This is one that I started creating. I created this for our literacy night. So when you click on it, it gave them a welcome message. They're able to enter. And one thing I like about the app is that, and I'll teach you right now how to do it. When they click anywhere else, it doesn't change the page, because I don't want them clicking anywhere else. I want them to click on enter, and then they're going to enter. Then they got a thank you, and then again they click anywhere else, it doesn't go until they click enter. And then here our parents got to see the principal welcome message. They click on here. It opened up a video. Then we wanted them to go to a reading session 1. So if they click anywhere else, it's not going to take them there. So they have to click on reading session 1, and then it took them to all the books. Every book was connected to a link. And then once they're done with session 1, they click on home. And again, it brings them back to that main page so they can go to the next session, session 2. And again, the same pattern takes them home. Okay, and then after I show you a few of the examples, I'll show you how I got started with this. It's all about layers and using clear, transparent shapes, which will stop them from going to the next page. Okay, yes, let me see. I think here it is. Sorry, someone else wanted the link. Oh, sorry, I didn't do it to everyone. Okay, let me put the link again. Okay, there goes a link to my Google Slides with all the templates. Then another teacher created one with apples. Same thing as a newsletter that they created. And then I got that idea and I created like a phone tree for our school. We're still working on it, but when you click on it, it gives them a welcome message. Like this is our tree, phone tree, you know, welcome team. Then they go and click on the apples, and then each apple has, you know, who's the main one, the members. And if they click on it, it will take them to the teacher and contact info. So there's lots of possibilities with this. So it's all about knowing the layers. So if no questions, I want to get started with showing you how I get started. If you're interested in starting from scratch. I know when I first started, I didn't start from scratch. I used some of these templates and use them as my own. But let me walk you through on how to get started. So the most important thing is that it's a 9 by 14. So let's go ahead and make a new presentation. File and then page setup. We want to custom make it. And when you custom a 9 by 14, okay, and apply. You can add a background. I don't need the layout, so I'm going to do a blank layout for now.
Sorry, Nancy, real quick, I glanced away because I have 2 monitors. I glanced away when you started the new, you went from the original presentation to file and just chose new presentation?
Yes, so there's different ways of just creating a new template. That's the easiest. If you just have already a Google Slides open, you can always just click File and New, and it will open a new one. But then again, you can also go into Google Slides, or you can go into your Google Drive and create a new one. So there's different ways. I just had Google Slides already open, so it was just easier to go through there to create a new one.
Thank you.
So then you can add a background. You can look for a picture, or maybe you just want a plain background. Just for today's purpose, I'll just do a plain background. Let's say, okay, you have your welcome message here. Welcome. Okay, let's see. And then I want to have, let's insert a shape, an image, and those are going to be like your buttons. You can search the web or however you would like, or use one of the images we already have. I'll just do an apple just to be quick. And then I do transparent images because if I just use this regular one, the whole white background comes up. Well, this one I guess is transparent, but usually it'll come up with a white background. And then if you like it, that's fine. But if you want just transparent where it's just the shape, then you would have to look up transparent shapes. All right, so if I leave this page like this, duplicate. When I present this to students, when they click on the first page, it takes them to the second page, but I don't want that to happen. So what I do is I do a transparent shape. So first, after creating all your buttons, all your background, then you just go and create a shape over it. Go to the bucket paint, click transparent. So now it's transparent. And this transparent shape, I make sure that it's linked. I want to link it to page 1 because when they click on it, I don't want them to go anywhere. So that's the big part where you do that transparent shape on top of everything, and then you don't want them to go anywhere. So this will stay in the presentation, stay on slide 1, apply. Now, if they click on the apple, I want them to go to page 2. So then I'll do another transparent shape. Maybe I'll do a circle since it's an apple, like that. I have to transparent. You can still see the line. If you don't want the line, then the border is also transparent. And that transparent shape, it has to be above that square that I just did, because the bottom one allows them to stay. And then the one on top will allow them to click on it to go to the second page or third page or whatever page you want them to go to. So now I'm going to link it. And let's say slides in the presentation, slide 2, apply. Let's see, we have a question in the chat box. Yes, 9x14 for custom setup. 9x14. And so when I present this, let's see, so they click anywhere and it doesn't go anywhere because I put that transparent shape where if they click anywhere, they stay on that page. But on top of the apple, I put go to page 2, and now it's on page 2. And then you can add more pages. Let's do a different color so you guys can tell the different pages that I'm creating here. Done. Let's do this one, a yellow. Okay, and then let's say, hey, I want to go back and fix this. It's really hard to fix it when you already have layers on top. So what I do is I move this to the side, and then I am able to continue creating things. Now, going back, so let's add another shape. Search, let's do a star. Okay, so I add this, insert. Now this one, it's now because it's the last shape I made, it's on the very top. I don't want it on the very top. Oh, I don't want it linked here. So I have to order it and I want to send it to the very back. So now it's at the same layer as the apple. Okay, so now I created that. Now I'm able to cover it, and then I can add the shape that I want on top of it. A star, a circle, however you want. I add the shape on top of it. Nope, I don't want to link it to slide 1. So it kind of remembers my pattern of staying on this slide. So it already linked it for me. So I just unlinked it because I don't want it to stay on slide 1. Okay, so let me check. So here I want again, transparent, transparent. And then let's link this to page 3. So then link, and then page 3 and apply. A lot of this is just, trial and error. Sometimes I'll do something and I'm like, oh, wait, my layers are not correct. So it's not going to the page that I want. So let's check. Let's see if it goes. So again, anything else, it doesn't do anything. Page 1. And then, and I add a home button too, so it can go back. I forgot to do that. And then here goes to page 3. All right, so the home button, again, that's just another button that you're adding to your home page and linking it back. So each page has that home button and it links back to your first page. Any questions? Can you show how to link? Okay, so how to link slides to another slide. So the transparent shape that I put over it, you can either use this link button here or 2 fingers. You click and link, and that allows you to, let me take that off, slides in the presentation, and then here it gives you the options to link, or maybe it's an outside link. Here I put a picture of ST Math, and then I put the ST Math link, so when they click on that GG, they can go to ST Math directly. Yes, so the transparent page can be last. So this box that I put can be lost, but I just wanted to show an example in case you're done and then you still need to go back and add more. Then you have to think of the layers of which one's on top. So basically, this will be like one of your top layers, and then the link shapes, so the circle and my other circle have to be on top of this box box transparent shape rectangle. Any questions? Anything I can repeat or go over? And then again, I know it can be daunting to start fresh. So you have these templates to get started with. Just, change the wording, add your name, add your Bitmoji, add your own little images to get started. And so,
Nancy, I'm trying to make a copy of the slide deck that you put in the chat, and it's not letting me, not giving it to me as an option. Or do I need to download it?
So my actual presentation?
No, the one that you sent that had all the templates on it.
So here, were you able to already open it? So let's say this.
Yes, I have it open.
Okay, so then down here, because I wanted to give it in present mode first, so you guys can take a look. And then if you want, you can make a copy. So after you get here, there's a little wheel at the bottom, and that gives you the option to open editor. And then you click on that, and then file, make a copy. And it allows you to make your own copy. And how do I push this out to parents? So I just copy the link, and then like I said here, I change the edit, and I click I type preview $RM equals minimal. And when parents see it, they see it as an app. They don't see any of the editing options. Let's see if I click on this. So on the computer, this is what it looks like. You do see the black on the computer, but on the phone, if you open it on your phone, it takes up your whole screen. So it actually does look like an app. And then here they go to enter. They click on anything else, it doesn't take them anywhere. They go to session 1, then they go home. So yeah, and this is perfect for your parents that really, have a hard time, navigating through things. It gives them a one place. And I love that you're able to go back and edit. Let's say you have a different newsletter every week, and parents can just go back and check out your newsletter whenever they can. And you don't have to keep sending them messages. They just know, hey, this is the app we use. Always go back to find information here. No, they don't need Google Slides on their phone. It will open on the web. So when they click on the link, it will open on the web, just as any other link would. Let me see if I have it on my phone. Can open it up so you guys can see. So like this. You can kind of see here, the app kind of takes up the whole area. And I just clicked on the link, and it doesn't open in my app, it opens on the website. And then all the editing bars are gone. So that doesn't confuse parents, like, wait, what's going on? Like, what do I have to do? And they just know, I just click. I click and I navigate through the pages. Any other questions? All right, I think that is it. Let's see how much time we have. Oh, perfect timing. 1 o'clock is our ending time. So if there's no more questions, you guys get to pick your third session. Yes, I manually changed the tag. So what I do is I copy the link. So let's say, let me open one. So this one, I'm going to copy the link and then type it in somewhere. So let's say I'm just going to type it in here just for saving time. So I paste it here, and after I paste it, that's when I delete all the way to edit, and then I type preview, question mark, RM equals minimal. And that's what I share. Then I copy it again, and that's what I share with parents so that they can see the link and go to the app.
Is there a way that you can, I don't know if send again the link? For some reason I try to copy it, but I can't open it. Like when I paste it into my browser, it takes me back again to the tech cafe menu.
Okay, yes, of course. Let me share it again.
Thank you.
See, where did my chat box go? Oh, there you go. Okay. And then I use Google Meet. So right now I'm like, okay, Zoom is different. So I'm trying to like figure everything. Thank you guys. Thank you. Thank you for joining me.
All right. Thank you. I miss Nikolov.
Oh, I know I missed you guys.
Bye.
Any questions, feel free to email me. And I got these templates from teachers on Facebook. They're always sharing things. I save them. Anything they share, I save it. And then I kind of learn from that. You know, how did that teacher do that? Jamboard and all kinds of things that teachers share. So yeah, so I shared the link again if you need it to my Google Slides with all the templates.
Yeah, good job. Appreciate that. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Of course. Bye. So you just go, of course, you just go back to the cafe and pick your next session.
Bye.
Bye.